Hey everybody, how are you? How is everybody this Monday evening? It is Monday, November 8th, y'all. We are in the second week of November. We are close to the end of the year. We got like 7 more weeks to go, and then it will be 2022. Let's say we got a few announcements, a few things, few updates and things going on since I didn't get to see y'all on Friday. I did miss everybody on Friday. But however, I did have a family wedding to attend. It was absolutely beautiful. It was amazing. So congratulations and shout out to Nina and Brandon on your nuptials. And may God continue to bless you guys that you have a beautiful union and many years and centuries together. Okay. Hey Bobby, how are you? It has been, when I tell y'all, it's been a weekend. Okay. It's been a weekend. So let's see some updates. Let's see. Also, my daughter was recently in a car accident this weekend, so please send your prayers. Please just keep her in your heart, in your prayers, in your mind. She's not. She's hurt, but she's not. Nothing was broken. Just a little bruised, a little sore. So just keep in your prayers, keep in your thoughts. I'd appreciate it. This weekend was also the grand opening of Stovey Inc. Creatives. When I tell y'all, it was their grand opening of their very first location, and it's in Boxfield here in Chicago. And I had the privilege of going by the opening. We took some videos, we got some good pictures, and I got some good products, y'all. So I'm definitely gonna show y'all them goodies that I got from Stovey in Creatives tonight, so you guys can see. Thank you, Bobby. I really appreciate that. Also, before I show y'all the goodies, I don't know if my brother's able to watch tonight, but tonight is his birthday. It is my twin's birthday. So absolutely, I just want to send a shout out to my brother. He is one of my he is an executive producer for me. He is a board member. I just want to send a shout out to him and tell him thank you so much for your support. Thank you for believing in my dream and rocking with me and supporting me. I just thank you so much. I wish you a happy birthday. Once I know he on, I'll sing happy birthday to him. But those are just some of the hey Zelma, hey Z. So those are just some of the few announcements I just want to throw on out there since I hadn't been able to see you guys on Friday. Also, last week, I did my very first radio interview. It was it was amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't nervous. Don't ask me why I was nervous, but I was nervous. But it was my very first radio interview, and I'm looking forward to doing more radio interviews. I'm looking forward to what the future is bringing. I'm so thankful to you all for supporting my new self love line. There's been so much interest and inquiries about it, and orders being placed, and I just thank you all so much for supporting me in that dream of starting this self love line, because this self love line is very important. And the reasoning behind it was because I found so often that I'll post a form. I'll post a form for you, Zelma, and I'll inbox it to you. But one of the reasons why I created this line was because it was important that right now is we're in a tough time still with the pandemic and everything, and I wanted to find, hey Novella, I wanted to find a way for us to be able to boost our self-esteem and to boost our self-images of ourselves, because so oftentimes we have positive things to say about other people, and we just have so much positivity to give that sometimes we forget about ourselves when it comes to that positivity and that uplifting. And so I wanted this to be a way for people to be able to, I felt like I gave the number 25 because I felt like we should be able to positively describe ourselves in 25 different ways. Your verbs may not be my verbs, and then some of my verbs may be your verbs, but I wanted it to be a way in which we could positively express ourselves and to remind ourselves that you are the things in which you wear. You are beautiful and creative and amazing and astonishing and brilliant. These are some of the things in which I want to remind us of who we are as people. And so, with this self love line, I just wanted to thank you guys so much for just supporting it, and just I can't thank you guys enough for it. So before we get into our topic tonight, so our topic tonight is toxic begets toxic. Okay. Um, Recently I've had some encounters with people, um, and it led me to want to discuss this topic because sometimes I think we forget how detrimental generational curses can be. And sometimes I think we don't realize that toxic can be a generational curse because it can pass down from one generation to the next. Because if toxic is all you don't know how to teach your children anything else. So when you have toxic parents, it begets toxic kids. And so that was one of the things. So that is what I wanted to discuss tonight. Toxic begets toxic. So before we jump deep feet first into this topic, I wanted to show y'all the goodies that I got from Stovey Ink Creatives this weekend. My auntie mentors, Miss Story Devereaux and Miss Tovi Callie, are the owners of Stovey Ink Creatives. We will have them on the show soon. You may remember them from my interview as for when I was on In My Element. You may remember the interview in which I conducted with them then. So I want to show you some of the things that I got. So we got a whole bag of goodies, y'all. And I took my sister, so she got her some goodies too. So the first thing I got is a room spray. Let's see if you can see it a little bit. There we go. So it's called Reset. Now, Reset it's a body mist and a room mister. And when I tell y'all this has such a, it's like a fresh, it has a fresh fragrance. When I tell y'all it is everything like that. Fine mist spray. You just, oh my God, I wish y'all could smell it through the camera. Oh, it is just, it's light. It's not a heavy, it's a room spray in which it's not too much. Because you know how sometimes we have those room sprays or the body misters and it's just too much. But this is just enough. All you need is one spray. You don't need a lot. So the next thing I got, I got some of that homemade Stowe's Dirty Cranberry Sauce. When I tell y'all, this stuff is addictive. This stuff is addictive. Now, this is the regular flavor of the Stowe's Dirty Cranberries. It's called Stowe's Dirty Cranberry, not that shit in the can. It is amazing. It is natural. There are no preservatives added, no added sugar. It is all natural. She does have flavors. I believe they are orange. They are blueberry. I think they're coming out with a strawberry one. Um, but I know, but this is definitely the original one. And this one is almost like a jam where it's not just for Thanksgiving. This one here you can actually use, like I'm talking about on your croissants, make you a nice little panini, get you a little turkey panini with some, maybe some monster cheese, little lettuce, some fresh mozzarella, and then put your little bit of this cranberry sauce on there. When I tell you it is everything, baby, it is everything. I sent Shar. I sent Shar to the opening and she was able to get her some amazing products. And Shar tried the cranberry sauce and she thought it was amazing too. So if you like cranberry sauce, try some natural homemade cranberry sauce. And it's called Stowe's Dirty Cranberries. All natural and homemade. Oh, I got a lot of goodies, y'all. So so now I'm gonna show you the different soaps that I got because their soaps are natural. They are naturally made. So this one is called Scrub and Renew. So this is Scrub and Renew. So Scrub and Renew, it has, remind me again why I'm reading with no glasses. Remind me again. Y'all know I'm blind. Y'all supposed to remind me. Put your glasses on before you read. I tell you, I thought y'all loved me. So scrub and renew, honey. This light, this ring light is everything tonight. Okay, y'all, because I can't read nothing with these. Okay, it's a moisturizing body bar, and this one is made of goat milk, shea butter, and coconut oil, and it helps to replenish problematic skin with fragrant notes of bergamot, lavender, and vanilla. This is again, this is scrub and renew, and all of these soaps are natural. They're not if you have sensitive skin. So this is what scrub and renew looks like. This is what it looks like. And they all have the H for hue. And when I tell y'all, you buy these, you won't need nothing else. No Bath and Body Works, no Victoria's Secret, no Dove, no Ivory, no none of that. This right here, this is good. Auntie Toby said that this is good. Like my sister got it, and my sister's a diabetic, and so her skin dries out a lot. And so what this does is it scrubs away. It helps to scrub away the dead skin. And so with your soap, they have exfoliating bags as well. So these are the exfoliating bags that you put your soap in. So you put your soap in it and you scrub. And this helps to exfoliate the dead skin. And Story Ink also sells these. So I got my exfoliating bag. Absolutely. Bobby says, buy black. Absolutely. Them say, ooh, I need that. Yes. When I tell you, and I will definitely put their website in the comments. Matter of fact, I'll post it across the screen and I'll put it in the comments so that you guys know where to be able to purchase because they ship everywhere. So if you're not here in Chicago, it's okay because they ship worldwide. So that's the exfoliating bag. But I love my soaps. So this one is called Bungalow. So this is the Bungalow soap. So now Bungalow is a hydrating body soap infused with moisturizing mango butter, coconut, jojoba oils with fragrant notes of whipped milk, patchouli, and amber. When I tell y'all this is ooh. And one thing I like about their soaps is not only are they natural, one thing I like about their soaps is the smell is not overwhelming. And they also sell candles as well. They do candles. So for those of you who like candles, they have candles. I didn't purchase any candles because I am allergic to sulfur. So I'm not able to light candles because it gives off sulfur when you light candles, and when you blow them out, it makes me really sick. So I wasn't able to purchase any candles, but they are making some new products for people like me. When I tell y'all, this soap is so it's like I'm trying to see if y'all can really see it. It's like it's not exactly white, but it's kind of like a cream or eggshell type color. Let me see if I can tone this light down some. Let me see. So I want to tone it down. See, I can kind of see the light a little bit. So you can kind of see it's like you can kind of see this like a so it's kind of like like an oatmeal color. No, I put them on the wax warmer. I put my candles on the warmer. Now here's the thing. Okay, now here's the thing about candles, Zelma. Now if it's already lit when I walk into the room, now that's different. Now I'm okay with that. But you just can't light the candle while I'm in the room or blow it out while I'm in the room. So now should they decide they want to put some candles, they better have them ready when I get there, okay? Have them candles ready. But this is, oh my goodness. Like this smells amazing. Like I can't wait to use my soaps, okay? Because these soaps deserve like some quality time. I told y'all I got goodies. I got goodies because my aunties got some good stuff, okay? Okay, so this one is called Recharge. I feel like it's some. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this one is called Recharge. Okay, so now, yes, we can definitely still play in that wax though, Zelma. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Yes, we can. So this one is a moisturizing body bar with a creamy blend of goat milk, shea butter, and coconut that helps replenish the skin. And this one has fragrant notes of pink cardamom, coffee, coconut shreds, grated nutmeg, cinnamon, wild ginger, and whipped milk. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all need to order these. Oh my goodness. This one smells so good. Just when I tell y'all this soap smells amazing. Ooh, this soap smells amazing. I promise you it do. Bobby said, don't hurt him now, Madam Rapunzel. Yep. Zelma, that's exactly what had happened. I got there and I was like, ooh, Auntie, that smells amazing. Can I get that? I was like, Auntie, I need that. And I need that one. And I need that one. And I need that one. Let me go ahead and get them out. It when I tell you, and it's so subtle. I love the subtlety of the fragrant notes, and they're not like you smell them, you be like, oh my God, that's just too much. I can't. And they're soft. The fragrance, even just touching the soap, my fingers are already feeling softer, like literally just touching the soap. So I got two more for y'all. Like I kept them down in my office because I didn't want my kids using my stuff. Okay, I don't want to do my stuff. So I got two more for y'all. Okay, so we're gonna put these back in here. So these are the ones I showed y'all. I keep my stuff to myself. My kids steal everything. Hey, Joe! Yes, honey, soap. Oh, I got one for you too, Joe. But I ain't gonna give it to you. But I got one you can buy. Okay, maybe I might get you one for your birthday. So the next one, this is the one, Earth. So Joe, this is one I think you would like. This is it's a blend of activated charcoal, calm, coconut oils designed to help remove dead cells and impurities while cleansing the skin, enriched in fragrant notes of driftwood, juniper, lavender, vanilla, lemon, tobacco, and vetiver. When I tell y'all, this one right here, that's exactly what it was, Joe. Charcoal. Yep. Now, all you'll notice that all of the other soaps are more so. They do have like a glycerin soap as well. When I saw the charcoal, I was like, "Yep, I need the charcoal. I love me. I love me some activated charcoal. Look. Oh my goodness. When I tell y'all these soaps smell amazing, like I couldn't decide. I just couldn't decide which one I want. I'm trying to decide which one I want to try first. So I might have to have y'all vote on which one we gonna try first. I might have to have you vote. Okay, I might have to, but this one is Earth. Okay, so Earth is the black one, and again, they all have the H for you. Okay, okay. So now the last soap that I have to show you is called Langnape. Now, this one is a hydrating body soap infused with moisturizing mango butter, coconut, and jojoba oils. And this one has the fragrant notes of blood orange, clove buds, and frosted pine cones. Now, this one I smelled it and I was like, okay, yeah, I like this. I really like this one. It was just simply amazing. Let's see. And this one, so the only one that's dark is the earth with the because again, this one is like the oatmeal colored. And this one is more like this one has more of a sort of like a woodsy type scent. If you like things like campfire, backwoods, like it's because of the pine, the frosted pine cone, the notes of the pine cone and the clove bud, and you literally can smell the orange, the clove, the pine. You can literally smell it, and it is just, yeah. We're gonna have to vote on which one to try. Yeah, absolutely, earthy. It's sandalwood. See, those are good references. Sandalwood, yes, absolutely. This one sort of references like sandalwood, and when I tell y'all, it is. I keep look. I'm already feeling it on my fingers. Like I just wanna. Like my fingers already feel soft just from touching these soaps. When I tell y'all, it is. These are absolutely amazing. They have them on their website. I'm gonna post the website. They come to Killer Bear. And if you're here in Chicago, they are located at 330 West 51st Street in Boxville. They are there from, I believe it is Thursday through Sunday, I believe it is, from 12 to 4. I believe those are their hours. I will post their website for those of you who are not here in Chicago. I will post those. Okay. So I posted the link I posted the link. Okay. And then I'm going to put it across the screen as well so that you guys can have it. So this is the link, and then it's posted in the comments as well. Okay, that sounds like a plan. If that's what I need to do, boo. If I need to ship it, I can definitely do that. I can do that. Um, So yes, I if you would like to purchase some soaps, if you would like to purchase some cranberry sauce, if you would like to purchase their room sprays, they do have other room sprays and mists. They do have candles, and then they also have the wick cutters for the candles. Their candles come with care cards for their candles. They have also, with each purchase, they have a card, and they have a curated playlist. Okay, there is a curated playlist that goes with your items as well. So, and they are also artists. So, and their names again are Story Devereaux and Tovi Callie. They are the Camp Callie and the Storytellers. That's what their followers are called. So if you would like to listen to their music, is on Apple Music. It is on, I believe, Spotify. Um, it's definitely, they have a Facebook page. They have a YouTube page. You can find some of their videos on YouTube. They are on TikTok now. Story is on TikTok now. So there are multiple ways in which you can reach them. I will be reaching out to them to find out when we're gonna have them on for interviews. But I thought I would do a quick review of the products in which I purchased this weekend from Stovey Inc. Creatives. So that is absolutely something that I promise you, you are not going to be disappointed. And if you like cranberry sauce, after you taste this cranberry sauce, I promise you will never eat cranberry sauce out of a can again. No, it won't happen. I promise you it won't happen. It'll be like, what? In the can? Like, no, can I order that? Like, not at all. Zelma, this was the order form for the I Am shirt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post that also in the comments. Okay. I'm going to post that in the comments as well. So that way you can have it. Okay, so I'll post it in the comments. Let me know if the link is not working through the comments, and then that way I can send it to you too if you need me to. Also, that is the link for anyone else that wanted to order the I Am shirt from the Self Love Collection. The order form is in the comments. So now that we have gotten all of our announcements out of the way, Joe, if you can, I need you to pop in here real quick so I can go ahead and sing your happy birthday song to you that I sing to you every year. Since I have been trying to track you down and call your phone like all day, and FaceTime you all day, and you ain't been answering. So I'm gonna need you to just go ahead and do what you do. Pop on in real quick so that way I can go ahead and sing happy birthday to you. Zelma, I wanted to thank you for sharing. And Bobby and Sam, I thank you guys for sharing Shar's post that she had made for her shirt. She said I gave it to her at the grand opening, and she just absolutely loved it. Only because it's his birthday. Only because it's his birthday. You know, I ain't had no cocktail sing plan. So that's why he only getting his birthday song. Because I have been trying to track him down. When I tell you I've been trying to track my brother down all day, I've been FaceTiming this man. I've been calling this man. How you got to track somebody down for their birthday to sing happy birthday to him? Like, just trifling. He could have answered the phone. He could have easily answered the phone. He played too much. I'm gonna need you to just go ahead and pop on in here, sir. Because I know you can. Okay. Them said Joe in them streets. But probably. He know he know I've been calling him all day. Like I didn't want to have to go through my call log to see how many times I have called him and texted him. They told him he was asleep. Do I look like I care that he was asleep? I was trying to love on my brother and tell him happy birthday. He's supposed to answer his phone, even if it's nobody else, just for me, because I'm special. Is you popping on here, sir, or what? What is you doing? I know you ain't busy. Ain't no kids in your building. Stop playing. Well, while we waiting on Joe to pop in, we can start diving on in, y'all, because I need some real opinions tonight. Because someone said he's trying to get his face together. Like when I tell y'all, so oh yeah, I know what else I wanted to tell y'all. Like for real. So I want to share with y'all that I've been doing. I wanted to share with y'all that so I keep y'all up to date with my weight loss journey and everything, and I tell y'all how everything is going, even the good stuff and the bad stuff and everything, right? Okay. So for the month of November, we're doing a clean eating challenge. Um, I've been doing really good with the clean eating challenge. Okay. I have been, I've been meal prepping, y'all. When I tell y'all I've been meal prepping, I've been cooking, I've been doing everything. Okay, I fell off like one time, and that's because when we went to the open house, the grand opening, they had like this apple place, this caramel apple place, and I fell off. I ate my apple, and that was it. That's the only time I fell off. But I've been doing good. I done cooked some. Let me see. I done meal prep, and all last week I made some sauteed spinach. I made some bow tie pasta with spinach and diced tomatoes with a Alfredo sauce. I made that for the whole week, and then so I did that, and then this week I meal prepped. I made some beef broccoli with loaded with broccoli, and some Vidalia onions. Oh my goodness! And then I made chicken. So I bought the big pack of chicken, and I broke it down and I separated it out. And so I ended up making a buffalo ranch flavor, a teriyaki flavor. I made a garlic parmesan flavor, a lemon pepper, and a jerk. So I made 5 different flavors of the chicken legs. So I'm doing really good. So now all I got to do when I get off of here tonight is I got to saute some Brussels sprouts, and I'm gonna make some more spinach. So that's what I'm working on. But I'm doing real good with my meal prepping. Stand online, and guess what, y'all? I can fit into a size large shirt. Look, I fit into a large, y'all. I fit into a large shirt, y'all. When I tell y'all, I'm excited. I'm down another size. Oh my god, I'm so excited, y'all. Like. Y'all just don't know how excited I am. But I'm going to keep on going, y'all. I'm going to keep on going. Till I reach my goal, I'm gonna keep on going. That said spin it again. Okay, I'm gonna spin it again. I'm gonna go. I got step. Let me see. I think I was wrong. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me see if I can move this back. Okay, wait. Okay, we're gonna move y'all back a little bit. Okay, so y'all can see. I'm down a little bit more, y'all. I'm down a little bit more. I'm down a little bit more, y'all. I'm getting there. My arms getting a little smaller. I'm getting there, y'all. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm working on it. I'm working hard, y'all. I'm working hard. I'm getting there. I know, right? Come on, girl. We got a waist and curves. Who knew? Yes, I have the fans, Elma. Look who it is. It's the birthday boy, E.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, birthday
Sure
man.
is. What's up? What's up?
How you doing?
It's feeling good.
Had to pull out the orange fan on you tonight.
Mhm.
How are you
So good.
tonight, birthday boy?
I'm doing okay. Just um, everybody's blowing my phone up at the same time, so it's like
I
I
don't,
can't answer my phone.
I don't care about nobody calling you except me. I don't care about nobody else, but no, not at all. Cause you know I've been blowing your phone up. Like I didn't even call you on Alexa. I done
that
had
that kind of scared
Alexa
me
call
because
you this morning.
at first it didn't say anything. It just said private call. I said Alexa. Hell no, I ain't answering that. No.
You gonna answer my Alexa call? I was calling you on Alexa to wish you happy birthday since you didn't answer my call. Oh, Zelma said happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bobby
Thank
said
you.
in my Stevie Wonder, happy birthday to you. Yes. Yes. So how have you been enjoying your birthday?
It's been okay. Like it's just another day for me. Like it's nothing special, but I do feel like instead of 42, I feel like 24.
I guess. Don't do
Hmm.
that because you know man is right around the corner. Like don't.
Hmm.
No, Bella said happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank
When
you.
I tell like I'm gonna need you to be hype about 42 because my 42 is right around the
No,
corner.
no, 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 no. See. I'm waiting to 45 to turn up all the way up. No.
I guess I could do a. I'm trying to think. I could probably do. I don't know. I've never had. I've never had an adult birthday party. I've
See, that's
never
why I
had an
said
adult birthday party.
I'm waiting for 45.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to do a duo 45 party. So for those of y'all don't know, like when I tell y'all this is like my twin, and when I tell y'all that this is my biological big brother, we
Hmm.
are literally 4 months apart to the day.
To the day.
Y'all figure that out. But yes, this is my biological big brother, and he is 4 months older than me to the day. So, hence the name twin, because we are literally alike in almost every single way, other than he's male and I'm female. That's not the only difference.
Hmm.
Like, literally, that's the only difference between the two of us. Other than that, we are literally like two peas in a pod. Okay.
Hmm.
Like Forrest Gump said, peas and carrots.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
So, I promised that I was going to sing happy birthday to you because
You
I
giving
always
them a show.
say to you every day. I'm not going to do the Maryland version that I usually do. I ain't going to do that one. I'm gonna sing your regular happy birthday because you know I sing happy birthday to you every single year, even though you didn't answer my phone calls and forced me to do it on the show tonight, which I think was
That
intentional.
wasn't planned. That wasn't
I think it
planned.
was. I think it was intentional.
Because I FaceTimed you back and you didn't answer.
I mean, I was at work.
Oh, okay then.
No, see that doesn't count because I've been like calling you and like so I have an excuse like of why I didn't pick up right away. So
Hmm.
you don't get an excuse. No, you don't get an excuse. That's no. You're
Hmm.
supposed to be like, yeah, it's my birthday. Okay, I gotta answer the phone. Okay. Let me drink some water first. It's been a long day. Ain't that like crack notes? We don't do those.
You playing
Mm-mm.
music?
I
Are you playing music?
don't play music.
Oh, okay. Say
Mm-mm.
Facebook gonna shut you down.
I'm gonna say Facebook won't be shutting nothing down over here. Okay, they already took one of my shows. They're not gonna get another one.
Mhm.
They're not gonna get
They
another one.
cut us off midstream Sunday. Mhm. I don't know what's going on with Facebook.
Okay, well, that's okay because we got YouTube, and if we need to switch to YouTube full time, we can switch to YouTube full time.
Mhm.
Okay. Mm. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to my big brother. Happy birthday to you.
See, you did a better on the show than you do for me any other time. That was real good. Mm-mm.
If I we went on here, I promise you, I will give you a few fingers. I will give you a few fingers if we wasn't
Look,
live on
look,
this
this
show.
is an adult conversation. You can give the finger.
Look, do I need to post? Look, do I need to post that this is not for children?
They should know by now watching this.
I mean, you never know.
Mhm.
Dang, Z said they blocked a comment on the Z spot. I didn't even see it. Yeah, Facebook been acting crazy lately. They've been blocking some of everything.
For no
Like they
reason.
literally
It's
took
not even something that you can block it for. It's just they just blocking it for reasons. I don't know.
like they and I mean nobody even has to report it. They just
Hmm
instantly are blocking things. Like they literally
Because
took
they
down.
use a lot of auto sensors, so if it
Mhm.
looks like something that is flaggable, it's gonna flag it automatically.
Like they literally took a whole entire show of mine down because someone
Hmm
claimed that my entire show was their intellectual property. And instead of investigating it, they literally took my
That's
entire
worse.
show down.
Hmm
And the crazy part was the person who claimed that my show was their intellectual property didn't even speak English, nor did they live in the US. It wasn't
hmm
even in the same language. So I'm like, how you claim how can a person that doesn't even speak the same language,
hmm
you don't understand my language and I don't understand yours. So how can that be somebody's intellectual property when they're my opinions and my views? Like how is that possible? So they ended up taking my entire show down. So like literally if you look on Facebook through my shows, through the list of shows, like I believe it's episode 35 that they took down. It was matter of fact, it was the third night of the platinum letters. They took that
Okay.
show and said that that show, the entire show, I think it was like they said 30 minutes of the show belonged to someone else. I'm like, how that happened? I'm like, how that happened? Like, we don't even speak the
Yeah,
same language. But yeah, my
not
show
at all.
belonged to you. I cannot. I cannot. Someone said I got fussed at and didn't know what was going on. They said keywords. Wow.
See, yep.
Yep. Like I didn't. So now I'm just like at this point, but you know, a lot of people are just moving straight to YouTube at this point
hmm
because there's not as many restrictions. So that's
I
one.
mean, not only that, Facebook doesn't pay you no matter how many followers and viewers you get. YouTube does.
Someone said exclusively on YouTube, episode 35. Absolutely. Yep. It
Hmm
is exclusive episode, literally. Because Facebook was just like, oh, okay, then snatch the whole thing. I went back and looked and I was like, okay, something is missing on my page. I'm like, what is going on? I went back and looked and I mean, everything had been erased, even the comments underneath it, the whole thing had been snatched down. I was like, okay, y'all gonna stop playing with me. Thank God for my backups. Like, no, we're not gonna play this game at all. No. Okay, Joe, I got a question for you since you're here. Okay.
hmm
I've I don't do toxic people. I don't toxic is not something I deal with by choice. Um, but I've run into some people who are quite toxic. Well, literally
Who that is? Who that?
a whole
Who that is?
family. Uh,
Whole
that's
family.
toxic. Yeah, it's a whole family. And it just
Mm.
sort of just has spilt down throughout. I'm I don't mention names. That ain't what I do. Um, I just feel like okay, when you have
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let
mhm,
me do that little twin magic thing. Is it
okay.
the situation we talked about earlier about you was helping somebody move something in, and then they just walked up on you and then start questioning you, and then
No, it
just
wasn't
lived
that one.
off.
It wasn't
Okay.
that one. It wasn't that one. It was another one. We haven't you and I haven't discussed in detail this one.
Okay. So I know who it
We haven't had a chance to. We haven't had a chance to because it was like literally it occurred like I think it was Wednesday or Thursday of last week, and then we did had a whole lot going on. So, question: do you feel? And I want everybody in the audience to answer too. Um, when people are toxic and they know that they are toxic and they are parents, okay, they're parents. Do you feel as if when their toxic spills onto their kids and their kids become extremely toxic to the point where other people are not necessarily safe around them, what do you do in those situations?
That's a good one because me, I have zero filter. You're gonna be toxic, then you deal with this mouth. Whatever comes out, I'm sorry.
But you have to be mindful that this is a child.
And
Okay.
if you can train your child to say those words to me, then you should prepare your child for the words that I'm gonna say to your child.
So do you think
Because one,
toxic
your child shouldn't be talking to an adult that way. Period.
so like do you think that Zim says too much toxicity means balance, zero tolerance? Absolutely. And see,
Hmm.
here's the thing. I don't my personal preference is and my personal choice is I don't deal with toxic. I don't have toxic in my life. It's just a personal choice that I just choose not to deal with people who are toxic, especially people who are self-acknowledging that they're toxic. Um, it's like how do you I'm trying to find a way to put it. Like, how do you? It's like if a person doesn't know what life looks like without being toxic, and I don't mean just toxic for anybody else. I mean even toxic to themselves. Like, how do you change that mindset? Like, how do you change that? Because I think people don't understand that sometimes that can be generational.
Hmm.
Like that can be a generational thing. Like
Yeah. I
your
mean,
grandmama may have been toxic, then that made your daddy toxic, and now because your daddy was toxic, he taught you how to be toxic. Like, and now you finna teach your kids how to be toxic. Like, how do you break that?
okay. One, we have to realize that toxic people are just like racist people. They have been taught that from birth, and as long as the parents are continuing to do that, you can't change that because that's all they know. So if you have somebody toxic and everybody around them is toxic as well, you got to consider that that's almost like racism. You can't change them no matter what.
That's true. Do you think that maybe up to a certain age that Zelma said that's like substance abuse. First, you have to realize you have a problem. Absolutely. But
Hmm.
here's my question, even to you, Zelma. Do you feel like at a certain age that it can be broke, like that cycle can be broken up to a certain age, or like say like maybe up to the age of 13 there's a chance of breaking that toxic cycle, or you know what I'm saying, or breaking that generational curse, because after a certain age it's almost like they've been around it so long, they've been ingrained it for so long that it's kind of like, okay, well, this is who they are. Like, what do you think in terms of that?
No, because I've seen been in the school system. I've seen a lot of things that should have been broken that hasn't been broken. Like I've seen kids coming into preschool acting like their parents, gang banging and doing everything else that they shouldn't be doing. They can't even say their ABCs. They can't even spell their own name, but they can throw up a GD sign. They can throw up a
Right? They
gang
can
sign, and
throw
they
up
can.
they can throw up forks and throw down forks, but they
Hmm.
can't tell
Yeah.
you how to spell their name.
Hmm. And
Like
then
I
I've seen. I'm in high schools now, and I've seen these kids say some the worst things possible. And then when the parents come up here, they're talking to the
worse.
parents like that. It's worse. So it's like, there is no real age, because if the parents can't stop it then, there's no chance of stopping it, because once they get that age of 13, that's it. They've already grown into what they're finna be and what they finna do in life, because it's like, you let this go for 13 years, why change now?
Zelma says, I think it can happen anytime in a person's life.
But that person has to want it to change.
That's true. Like that's, you know, when I hear people say stuff like, well, I know I'm toxic. It causes me to be like, okay, that's my cue to just go ahead and just sort of, all right, I'm gonna be over here. Like just kind of like,
Well,
okay,
toxic people, they normally give signs, because they will post a toxic post, and then you will look at it like, that's kind of toxic. Like, you like somebody being Ike and Tina, like, yeah,
like, but it's
okay. If
worse when people acknowledge that they're toxic and think it's okay.
hmm hmm
Like that's even worse. Like when people acknowledge that they're toxic and be like, well, I know I'm toxic, and
yeah,
like that. Like I mean, some people wear that as a badge of honor,
hmm
and Someone says usually if they're older, something may need to happen to show them their ignorance. Example:
yep,
a person of color helps them when no one else would. That's true.
hmm
And then you have some people that are just so downright nasty to their core. So I mean, some
yeah,
people could care. I mean, I'll give you an example. Um, I was a paramedic, and I was doing my time. I was working with the Chicago Ridge Fire Department, and this man had fallen. He was drunk. I mean, like sloppy drunk. He was inside. Those It's like when you ever see apartment buildings and it's like two doors. It's like you'll have the one door to get in, and then you have like the mailboxes, and then there's another door you have to go in to actually get into the apartments. So this man was like in between the doors. And while he was in between the doors, he had fallen, and he had literally like cut his head from like here all the way here, but it was like a scar across. And I mean, he was bleeding bad blood. It was blood everywhere. And so when we got to the scene, I was the one that had to treat him, and everything. And when I tell you, this man did not care that he was bleeding everywhere. This man didn't care that he was getting lightheaded. As soon as I reached to touch him, that man jumped back so quick. He was like, "Oh
hmm
no." He was like, "No, I don't want that porch monkey touching me." I was like, "Oh, I don't think I'd ever been called a porch monkey." I was like, "Oh." Um, I turned around and
yeah,
looked at my partner like, "Y'all want to help him?" Then I stepped back. I was like, "Okay, I won't touch you." And they looked at me and was like, "You gotta treat him." And I was like, "Sir, I'm here to help you." I was like, "Sir, I'm the paramedic. I'm here to try to help you. You're bleeding profusely, and we need to get you. We need to clean your wound." And that man was like, "I don't want that coon touching me." He said, "You
you're
gonna
a
have to."
good,
That
you're a
man was
good one.
like, "When I tell you," but see, here's the thing. Regardless of how he felt about me, I still had to be professional. I still had to maintain my professionalism. And I mean, when I tell you every slur he could think to throw at me, that man called me a monkey, a gorilla. That man called me a coon. That man called me the N word. He called me everything you could think of, and was like, "I don't want her to touch me." And I was like, "Okay, I ain't got to touch you." I was like, "I'm not the one bleeding, sir." I said, "I don't have any cuts." I'm not bleeding. You are. I said, you're the one who's right-handed. I said, so, and he was so, when I tell you, he was so upset because my partners were like, well, we can't treat you. They was like, she's the only one who can help you. Like, they literally stood there. It was like, they was like, we can't treat you. They was like, she's the only one who can treat you. And it was like, if you don't want her to touch, they was like, because you're not gonna stand here and keep talking about her like that. They was like, you're not gonna keep disrespecting her. That's one thing they did do. It was like, you're not gonna keep disrespecting her like that. And he just kept on, and it was like, okay, well, here. They handed me the clipboard, and it was like, I handed it to him. I was like, well, you have to sign this. He was like, I'm not touching that. I was like, you got two options. Either I'm gonna touch you or you gonna touch this clipboard and sign this. He signed that real quick because he did not want my hands on him. And you know the crazy part is when I did my hours, when I was doing my hours in the emergency room, you know I saw that same man again. And the crazy part was now he was in there, and the funny part was he recognized me. He was like, I remember you. I was like, I remember you too. And I got ready to walk off, and he was like, excuse me. I just wanted to tell you that I just really want to apologize. I ain't mean none of that stuff I said. I apologize.
Yes,
I
you
was
did.
drunk. I
Yes,
was
you
under
did.
influence. I didn't mean none of it. I told him, I said, you know what? I said, it's okay. I said, because you were under the influence and you were able to express how you really felt. I said, and it's
Yep.
okay. I said, it's okay
Mhm.
that you feel that way about me. I said, because it's not going to change who I am and it's not going to change what I do. I said, so you have a good day. And I walked out the room. And when he called me back to ask me if he could have some water, I had selective hearing. And
I would have been like, I don't. I would have been like, I don't speak monkey language.
he was like, excuse me. Now I wanted to be rude. I wanted to be ignorant. And when he called me again, I started to be like, "Hoo, hoo, hoo, hoo." I ain't gonna lie. Everything in me, everything in me wanted to be like, everything in me wanted to react like that. And then I was like, I'm not gonna give him the satisfaction. I just act like I ain't hear him. I'm just like, and the crazy part was they had him in one of them psych rooms. Cause
See?
you ever been in an emergency room and you know how they have different rooms, right? You ever notice how there's always one room in the emergency room where all the stuff goes up into the wall and there's nothing on the wall? You ever seen one of them rooms in the emergency room? Like sometimes they may use it like if it's a lot of people in the emergency room and they just really need the room. But it's one room in every emergency room and it's literally a wall. Everything goes in the wall and it closes up. That's because that is the psych room in the emergency room. That is the one room where
What you should,
nothing
what
is
you
out
should have
just in
done was
case they hurt your.
you should have took his chart and then wrote on his chart where they need to go up his, you know what, and save
But you
him
know what? It
completely
just
bald.
goes to show you that that sometimes people are who they are, and they use excuses. And it's just like he absolutely meant he did. He meant
He
all of
did.
it, Bobby. He meant every single bit of it. Because here's the thing. I don't care if you are racist. I don't care if you're a bigamist. I don't care if you are, whatever it is that you don't like or whoever it is you don't like. Those are the situations where it's going to come out whether you want it to or not. When you are under the influence, you have no filter, you have no control over your mouth. So the things in which you say are the things in which you really mean. So if you don't care for a
Yeah.
person, that's why I say I don't do phony because if I don't like you, I don't like you, and I don't rock with you at all. And I'm gonna tell you how I feel whether I'm inebriated or not. So therefore, if I say something to you while I'm inebriated, please believe I've said it to you while I was sober.
Mhm.
Like period. And that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like we tend to put on these phony masks and act like We act like we okay with everything and everybody, and we not. Right. Zelma said, be grown though. Own it without the disrespect. Absolutely. Like, I mean, it is what it is. If you have a personal preference and you don't like a certain thing or a certain type of people, that's your business.
Mm-hmm.
But own it.
Mm-hmm.
Own it. Don't act like, oh well, this made me feel. No. You've been feeling that way, and it's the same way with toxic people. Toxic can mean you are
Mm-hmm.
emotionally toxic to people. You can be financially toxic to people. You can be spiritually toxic to people. You can be physically toxic to people. It doesn't. Toxic don't have a name on it. It don't have a face on it. That don't mean just because you're abusing. Here's the thing. I think that people don't get confused when we say toxic. And what I mean by toxic is anything that you do or say that is not healthy for you or somebody else. That is my definition of toxic. If you're that person that always comes around and you always complaining, you always got something nasty to say to somebody, you always got something negative to say, that can be considered toxic. Because guess
You're the
what?
negative person
You
in the
are
room all
not
the time.
healthy for me mentally. You're not healthy for me mentally. That means you're mentally toxic. When you are consistently berating someone, you're mentally toxic to that person. When you're constantly playing with people's feelings and you playing with
Mm-hmm.
people's emotions, you're emotionally toxic to somebody. You tell somebody, oh yeah, we together, I want to be with you. And every time they turn around, you cheating or you doing things to purposely hurt them, you are emotionally toxic. And you have some people out here who get off on that kind of stuff. And that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, like dude from Fall from Grace.
He was financially toxic. He was emotionally toxic. He was just
Yeah.
toxic all the way around. Physically toxic. He was all of that. He was all of it. But we have to realize sometimes, and I'm not going to always blame the person who's toxic because it's
Mm-hmm.
not always their fault either. Because if somebody tells you they're toxic and you choose to still deal with them, or be around them or have them in your circle, then guess what? Whose fault is that? That's your fault.
So true.
People can't do to you what you don't allow them to do. If someone is consistently asking you for money, that don't mean you got to give it to them. I don't care if it's $5. It's called no. I don't care if I got $100 bill in my pocket or if I
Wait,
got
wait,
three
wait.
twenties sitting in my wallet.
Did you say if they constantly asking you for money?
I did. I
It's
did.
called get a job. That's what that means. It's called get a
But see,
damn job.
but why should they if they're consistently asking you for money and
They
you
don't know
giving
me
it
then.
to them?
Shit. Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. Here's the thing. That's like say if I call you every week, hey, hey twin, I know I asked you last week for like $30, but can you give me like 50 this week? I ain't gonna pay it back, but can you give me 50 this week? And then you turn around and give me that 50. And then the next week I come back. Um, I know you just gave me $50, but can you give me like 150 this time? And then you turn around and give it to me. So why should I feel like I have to do anything different when all I have to do is ask and you're gonna give it to me? You can't turn around and be mad at me because I'm always asking you for money because you keep giving it to me.
Well, somebody need to watch
So
the
that's a
shows
two-way
last week
street.
because he clearly said, "Yeah, no, we ain't doing that."
But see,
Like
that's a
the first
two-way, but
time,
that's what I'm talking about. That's a two-way street. You have to look at yourself too and say, this person every week is asking me for money and gave me a damn dime back. But yet I keep giving them money. Now you have to look at yourself and say, why can't I tell this person no? I know damn well this person is toxic. Like, why can't I say no? What is it that makes me say yes every single time they ask, knowing that I'm not getting this money back and I'm going broke and putting myself in situations because I'm giving them money?
mm-hmm.
Zelma said it, enabler.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. People enable with money, time, like non-refundable time, all that. So at some point, we have to look at ourselves to ask ourselves, why are we still dealing with the toxicity? Like, what is it that we need to change, or what is it that we're lacking, or what is the void that we trying to fill? You see what I'm saying? What are we trying to fill with this void by enabling this person?
Well, I know most of the times with adults, most of the people enabling things between the legs. That's what the problem is.
Let me tell you something. I don't care what you got. I don't care what you got. I don't care what you can do with it. Okay. At the end of the day, I don't pay my bills. I don't pay my bills with ass. I'm just saying.
Look, some people they like it so much they don't care if it's family, which is nasty.
That, look, it's unfortunate, but I think that when we deal with, I think it goes back to being able to look in the mirror and take that hard, long look at yourself.
Hmm.
Because sometimes we're that toxic person. Sometimes we're that toxic person. And when you look in that mirror and you realize that you're that toxic person, like, and I don't mean necessarily that you may be toxic to everybody. It may be just one particular person in your life that you're toxic to. Because sometimes we get so wrapped up in somebody else and their toxicity that we become toxic too. And we think that it's okay. You know, like I've
Hmm.
seen it happen. I've seen it happen where people are just, they have enabled so long that they've allowed the toxicity to just kind of like envelop them, and it almost became who they were too.
Because they adapted to it.
Absolutely. It's definitely an adaptation. It's definitely that. Novella said, I found out that my best friend stole money from me and stole my dad's prescription meds. Last Monday, I caught her coming out of my parents' bedroom. I've done so much for her and it hurts. Absolutely. But see, this is a point in time where you have to realize, like, is the friendship that you have with her more important than holding her accountable? And is your mental and
Okay,
emotional health communicating?
stop baby. Stop babying the situation. Novella, whoop that ass. I'm sorry. Whoop that ass. Coming out the parents' bedroom? I'm sorry. That's ass whooping. Ain't no sugarcoat nothing. You coming out my parents' bedroom. That's a red flag. That I don't care who you are. You coming out of my parents' bedroom.
What
Period.
made her come? Well, what made her even comfortable enough to even think she could go in there? That's what I'm wondering. Like, what made her even think? How did she even feel comfortable enough to walk her ass in your parents' bedroom? Like, no. Clearly, she ain't your best friend, Novella. Clearly, she ain't your best friend.
That's crackhead shit. I'm
It's
sorry.
time to move around. Yeah, because if she's still in prescription drugs, like, you still in meds for two reasons: you trying to sell them or you using them. Like, either way, she got to go. She got to go. She got to go. Because guess what? She's going to do it again. And then she gonna have some excuse. Oh well, I don't. It was. I'm so sorry. Like I just no. Ain't no
Cause
excuse
she
for
done
it.
scoped out what she want in there. She scoped it out already.
Cause if you let her back in, she gonna steal some more shit.
Hmm.
She gonna steal some more shit if you let her back in
Ain't
there.
no
So
telling what she done stole that you haven't caught her yet.
you better check your room and check your parents' room to see what else she done stole. I check the whole damn house at this point. Here's the thing: people steal for all kind of reasons, and will steal from anybody. Drugs will fuck you up, period. Like they will have you stealing from your parents, your kids, everybody. They have no respect to person at all. Hey Nana.
Hmm.
She said they went in there to see what they could find to steal. She should not be allowed in your house. Absolutely. No, Bella, you need to look.
Hmm.
She needs to go. She should not ever be allowed in your parents' house. She shouldn't be allowed anywhere near you, period. Like,
Mhm.
dead that relationship. It ain't even no conversation to be had. Just dead that conversation, dead that whole relationship.
Mhm.
Don't listen to nothing, no explanations, no none of that. She gotta go. Bobby said she's
Yep.
probably stolen from you and your family before this.
Mhm.
See? Right there. Oh no, ma'am. Mm-mm.
Mhm.
Be done with that novella. Be done. Mm-mm. Move on. Let it go.
So I have to let
Mm-mm.
that go.
Right. Now here's the thing. Now, should you decide not to let her go, that's on you, novella. Because that
Mhm.
means that you aren't enabling and that you're allowing the toxicity in your space. That person's toxic and clearly don't care.
That person's
Hmm.
a thief.
Bobby says she's your best friend, but you're not her best friend. All right, now you better say it. You better say it. Come on now. She don't feel the same about you as you feel about her. Been there, done that. Oh, I've been there, done that. I've considered someone a friend, but they didn't consider me a friend. Check your surroundings. Now it says in the first place, that is not a friend. That is a user and a manipulator.
That
Absolutely.
Barbara
That
Dan.
means she became your friend for a purpose. If you
Mhm.
know that she is that way and you know she's a fiend or on whatever she's on, then that means she became your friend for a purpose. You had something she wanted. And the only way she could get what she wanted was to become your friend so that she could make her way into that house. You have to watch people's motives. You have to watch the way.
Well, if you need an equalizer, come call me. I'll be the equalizer.
Mm. Zelma said, how is there an apology for getting caught? Absolutely. There is no apology.
Mhm.
There's no apology. None. There's nothing she could say or do. I hope so. Because you don't know, like you say, you don't know. And here's the thing when people are stealing other people's prescription drugs,
Mhm.
you can't get those. You can't just go to the pharmacy and be like, oh, well, somebody stole my whole prescription. They're going to be like, okay, well,
Gotta
first
wait
thing
till
they're
it's
going to tell
over.
you is, well, it's not time for a refill. You're going to have to wait for the next month. They don't care about that. They're not going to replace those. And if it's especially a medication that they need, why put why put your family at risk like that for them not to have the medications that they need because of her? Not worth it at all. Mm-mm. So what I'd advise you to do is, like you said, be done, and like literally be done. Like I'm talking, block her phone calls, like block her number in your phone, all that, and tell her if she shows back up, she'll be arrested because stealing prescription drugs, you go to
Felony.
jail for that. You go to jail for that. Possession of controlled substance on certain medications. Yeah, you get jail time for certain medications, especially if they ain't yours, because people sell them.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? People are always sorry when they caught. That's because they were caught and got to suffer the consequences. Yep. And her
Mhm.
consequence needs to be no contact. Be done. Be done. Speaking of uh no contact orders, what do you feel is okay? I'm just gonna ask. Do you feel that putting restraining orders on teenagers is is wrong?
What do you mean?
Like, okay, so speaking of the toxic people that I was speaking about, um, I was debating on whether or not I was going to do a restraining order on these toxic people, uh, just to make sure that there was no contact, because they don't seem to understand what no contact means.
Okay, so You can put a restraining order on a teenager to protect your teenager. You can do that.
Okay. I figured that.
Hmm.
Figured that. Yeah, but what are the consequences if they violate that?
I mean, with them being teenagers, they're not going to prosecute them like they would do somebody who, they just going to call the parents like you're not supposed to be with that child.
But if the parents are toxic, how does that
That's why
work?
you will have to put one on the parents.
How does that work?
You got to
If
put
the
one on.
kid is toxic and the parents are toxic,
Okay, so your restraining order has to include the entire family. That way, if your child is feels threatened any type of way,
but if I feel
your
my
child,
child is threatened,
yeah, but
even
no,
though they
because
don't
they
feel
would
threatened, I
no
feel they may
because
be threatened.
okay, no.
So
The rules have changed with Department of Children and Family Services. They will go to the child and ask the child, "Do you feel
see,
safe?" If
that's
that
the
child
thing.
says, "I'm okay," they're gonna leave it alone and not do anything about it.
Yeah, see, that sucks. That
Yeah.
sucks
Hmm.
because kids don't know what they want.
Exactly. That's why a lot of teachers can't do what they want to do to kids
Okay.
now because if you even say the wrong thing to a kid, they can call DCFS and that teacher can get fired for one word.
Well, hello there, Dream again. It just. I mean, I just wanted to know because I feel like it. I can't stress enough. I don't do toxic. I don't do toxic people. I don't do toxic situations. That just is not my thing. I'm trying to avoid crow's feet. Okay, I'm trying to avoid crow's feet and wrinkles.
I mean,
Okay,
the most you can do is say you're not
so
allowed in my house.
is yeah, that'll never happen. Coming to my house, that'll never happen. That's not even an option. Coming to my house is not an option. Never was, never will be. That that was never on the table. That was never on the table as an option. Mm-mm. Nope, not at all. Mm-mm. So,
If they step foot on your property, yeah, you got to go.
I mean,
Well,
unfortunately,
you
them
know
boys
what? See,
have stand your
you
ground.
have, but you have an advantage because if anybody comes on your property, you got three dogs. They love to.
I mean, I have four dogs, but three are just crazy.
That's what I'm talking about.
Unfortunately, Illinois don't have stand your ground like some of these other states. Mm.
I'm glad we don't because no, we don't need that. It's bad enough we hear gunshots every night.
Chicago just needs like a whole year of just guns being outlawed.
I mean, it's to a point where it's like you feel like you in Iraq when it's like after 11 o'clock at night because all you hear is da 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 da, and
Toxic
it
people with
gets to a
guns are
point.
dangerous. I'm just saying,
But but
toxic people with
but the,
guns are
but
dangerous.
here's the thing though, we hear it so much that we're accustomed to it. Like, oh, I ain't nowhere near us. That's about 5 blocks away. Like you can literally tell where the gunshots
Yeah,
are coming from,
I can tell you what kind of gun it is. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I
and
just
you
feel
can
like
tell. But you can tell how they're shooting at what happened. Like if you hear da 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 da, that means they're shooting at somebody and somebody's running. If you hear pop 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 pop, they shooting in the air. Ain't nothing going on. Like you can decipher like what's going on because you hear
I'm
it
gonna need him to
on a
act
day
like
to
I'm
day
gonna need
basis.
him not to act like he is a bullet comes.
Because I'm just saying, I stay on the east side and all hear da 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 da. Okay, somebody chasing somebody with a
Oh
gun.
no,
They
not over
running.
here. Not on the south side. We hear bah 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 bah. Yeah, we hit it. We hit
See,
it.
they
We
just
get them
showing out.
all. We get them all because
Yeah.
it'd be like 3 or 4 of them at one time, and then they be getting this one and now be getting back. Yeah, it's the
When
okay
you go pop
crowd
pop 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 pop, yeah, somebody got killed.
here. Like it is what it
That was
is.
he
Yes, Nana,
instantly.
today is Joey's
Yes, it is. Yes,
birthday.
it is, Nana.
Yes, it's his birthday. Ta-ta. Yes, it is. And Jeremiah, that means Jeremiah's birthday is 10 days. In 10 days, my baby will be 15. Ooh. Hmm. Yes. You can come say happy birthday to your uncle. Here he is. Come say hi to your uncle. Watch you be like, are you not live? Or are you watching this? You want to come say hi to your uncle? Cause you move slow. Come say hi to your uncle. Okay, but come say happy birthday. Okay, I'll move. Hey, uncle.
What's up, Jeremiah?
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
This is my baby, y'all. This is my baby, y'all. This is my youngest baby. He will be 15 in 10 days. Gonna tell everybody hi. Okay, I'll let you call Uncle in a minute. My assistant. That's my assistant. Cause usually he'd be in the back like,
Stay tuned.
no stage hand, my assistant in the background. Oh, Nana said, now that is the most caring, loving, obedient teenager I know. I know, right? He's definitely
You
one of
would
a
never know he's in the room. He's so quiet. Like, is he in the
kind.
house? He's in
Yeah.
there watching
I ain't,
TV.
well, I ain't even gonna tell him by the time I accidentally left it. He was so quiet. And we
Mhm.
didn't know that we left him. Oh my god, that was horrible. Oh, that was horrible. He's
A true
one.
Home Alone story.
Yeah, that was crazy. But I just tonight I just like I said, I just want to touch on, the toxicity of people and their relationships because I don't think people realize how much their actions affect their children, especially to the point where they become so toxic themselves that they are just not good for themselves or anybody else. And for them to be so young, um, I just think that as adults, sometimes we need to be mindful of, especially parents. And even if you are someone who's taking care of your niece, your nephews, or your grandkids, as adults, we need to be mindful of our actions and words because if we are people that don't care about other people and other people's feelings, then we're teaching kids the same thing. We're teaching kids that it's okay to be nasty to other people. We're teaching them that it's okay to go around hurting people's feelings and go around using people. Like we're teaching them the wrong things. And we really need to be mindful of that. Oh, thank you, Bobby. She said he's so handsome. What a nice young man. Nana said, happy birthday to my long distance grandson. It's only been 2 years since I've seen you.
Okay.
Oh, you ain't
Okay.
better see Nana. Ooh. That's okay. I'll make sure he come over now, okay? I'm gonna go kidnap him so I can bring him over to come see you, okay? you know, um, but again, yes, it's time to teach generational wealth. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mhm.
We need to teach these kids that it's more important instead of buying gym shoes and jewelry. It's important to teach these kids to start buying property. It's
Stop.
important to teach these
Mhm.
kids to start putting away money. Here's the thing, if we as parents set the example and we as adults set the example, I'm going to give you an example. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you an example. When children are first born, if you put $10 out of each check or $10 a week from the time they are born to the time they are 21, you have $1 million. I mean, it's just that simple. There's 52 weeks in a year. If you put
Mhm.
$10 away every week, that's $520 a year that you don't touch, that you literally put in an investment account and allow the interest to grow on that. By their 18th or 21st birthday, they could buy a building. Let that be a birthday gift. Buy them a tooth flat. Buy them a building with a storefront in it. That means not only are you renting out the storefront, but you renting out the two apartments up above. Teaching those type of things. You have to teach them to buy things that appreciate instead of depreciate. Because unfortunately what they see is what's on TV. Who got the hot cars? Who got the hot shoes? I'm just saying. You have to make sure that we're teaching them what's important and not letting TV and rappers and actors teach our kids what's important.
Like Jay
Let's
Z and
start at home.
Beyonce.
Let's start at home.
Put businesses in their name.
Teach them to start a business. If it's something they like to do, teach them how to start a business. They like to do hair, invest in some classes. Let them get
Mm-hmm.
certified. By the time they're 16, they can be certified.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. There's a lot of different things that we can teach them instead of teaching them how to be toxic. Let's teach them to be productive. Let's do that. Let's work on that. So, absolutely. As always, I ask you guys to do one random act of kindness. I ask that you do one random act of kindness and just continue to pay it forward. Smile at someone, wave at someone, buy someone lunch, pay for somebody's groceries, because you never know what path a person is on. You never know what trajectory they're headed towards. You never know that allowing someone by simply waving or speaking to someone can make someone feel seen that has felt invisible. It can maybe change the life of someone who was thinking about taking their life. Be mindful of the words in which you speak because words do hurt. And once they leave your mouth, they cannot be taken back. Please be mindful of that. Also, I want to ask that you guys continue to spread the light, love, and positivity no matter what it is you're doing and no matter where it is that you go. And in case someone told you today, you are loved, you are beautiful, and you are important. And I love you, and there's not a damn thing that you can do about it. So, on that note, I will see you guys on Friday. This Friday, this particular Friday, we will have Coach come in because we weren't able to do last Friday because my cousin got married. So this Friday we will be changing First Friday to this coming Friday with Coach. So we will be having fun. You never know what we're gonna talk about. You never know what it's gonna be like, but you know it's gonna be fun. So I will see you guys on Friday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as always, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. So there I go with that pen. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't go too far without my fan. Absolutely. So as always, go and spread the light, love, and positivity as always. And I will see you guys Friday at 6 p.m.